Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and family. Welcome back once again for the Big Payback. This is the final session for 2025. We are the Abundant Way Ministries, and we're happy to be here with you today. We are coming on a little bit earlier than we had scheduled, so you may be watching the recording. If you happen to be joining live, please chime in and let us know that you are on with us. I know we kind of threw you off a little bit, but we are getting ready to hit the road, and we didn't want to miss this time with you guys. We missed yesterday.
We did miss yesterday.
We missed yesterday.
So that's why we're here today.
Yeah, and we did not want to leave 2025 without you. All right? Okay, so listen, we are not going to be long at all, but we did want to come on and in the spirit of what we have been talking about for the month of December. We have been talking about celebrating the victories, right? And we wanted to end this year in that same vein, celebrating the victories. If you are able to watch this broadcast, then you made it.
Yeah.
You're still breathing. You're still alive. You're still standing. You're still strong in spite of what the devil may have thrown your way throughout 2025. You are still here in your right mind. And we thank God for you. We thank you all who have supported us throughout the years, especially 2025. Those of you who have been joining in on the calls and participating, we celebrate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
Yes. Listen, we are absolutely excited as we get ready to enter in 2026. So we have been saying, in fact, you came up with the term that 2025 was the year of preparation. And so my spinoff of that was 2026 then is going to be the year of execution. And here's how I kind of the chronology of the inception of the Abundant Way Ministries for me is in 2023, we thought the Abundant Way Ministries into existence. We thought about it. In 2024, we talked about it, right? And in 2025, we did a lot of teaching, preparing us for something to come. 2026 is now to take that preparation and put it into action. So let's do a quick recap before we just give the word for 2026. Quick recap. We had an awesome 2025.
We did.
Remember, we started off with some very powerful guests.
Yeah.
We started off with your cousin, Sterling McCurdy, in Carrollton, Texas, owner of multiple salon suites, at least two with multiple suites inside of them. And we celebrate you, Sterling. Yeah. You came on with an awesome podcast for us. And
wait, back up. I think we kicked off with Pastor and Lady Gafford.
We sure did.
Yeah.
I apologize. We did. We kicked it off with Pastor Thomas and Lady Crystal Gafford of Watchtower Community Church. Yep. Those are our pastors. They kicked us off gave us their blessing and talked about some of the ups and downs of, being in ministry, husband and wife being in ministry and in business together. Yep, and that was awesome. And then we had Sterling McCurdy in Carrollton, Texas. And then I believe following Sterling, we had Donnie Jones, Donnie the tree lady of Don's Tree Service. And she came with an awesome testimony and words of encouragement. And then following Donnie Jones, we had Clyde Anderson, the vice president of community lending at Ameris Bank. And he's still referring some powerful folks to us. We've in our real estate business, we've hooked up with his loan officers, and they've closed deals for us. Yep, working on deals even now for us. And then following Clyde, we've had Mr. Floyd Bryant, Minister Floyd Bryant. He's a Black owner of an online bank called Alternative Capital. Yeah. And what a powerful segment that was. Powerful segment. And then we went into some teaching. Yeah. We went into some very practical teaching related to financial empowerment and financial literacy. I even broke out a couple of spreadsheets for you guys, showing you the best way to manage your budget, manage your finances. And we even went a little deeper and talked about how to invest in real estate. So if you missed any of that, go back and watch the recordings, because I broke it down to show you how you determine the right price to buy a piece of real estate in order for it to make money for you. So if you are interested in taking your money and making it make money for you, go back and watch those recordings. All right, all of that, the inspiration from all of those powerful people and the education through the teachings that we have been doing, that's all been preparation. Oh yeah. For what's to come. And I'm excited. Oh yeah. Because all the talking is over. Yep. Right? School is no longer in session.
You have graduated.
You have graduated. Now it's time to get out in the real world, watch this, and show them what you made of. All right? That's 2026. Yep. All right? So we're going to talk a little bit about how that preparation for 2025, what it does. It builds the capacity. Watch this. It builds up our capacity for what we're getting ready to do. Right? So what is preparation?
When you think about it, so look at it in the cooking aspect, right? You can't cook the dish unless you have all the ingredients. Right. And you take those ingredients and you prep them. You dice and slice and chop them up, whatever you need to do before you can still make the dish. So you got to get everything you need to get to where you're going, right? So you got to get all your ingredients. You got to get all get ready, get set up, have the recipe, know your measurements, all of that, everything. So you need everything to prepare the meal. Right.
So getting everything that you need. And if I can use another example, because we're having some work done at the house. Oh yeah. Preparation also means getting all your tools together. Right? Getting all your tools together. Because you don't want to start a project unless you've got all your tools. Right. And so in 2025, that's what we were doing. We were equipping you guys with the tools that you're going to need to be successful in 2026. So from all of the nuggets of wisdom that our powerful guests had, the financial literacy and financial empowerment training that I gave you, those are the tools that you will need to be successful in 2026. Now, here's the thing. Many people stay stuck learning. All right. Yeah. And we're praying, hoping and praying that that's not going to be you. Mm-mm. A lot of people get stuck learning and planning and praying, but never make a move. Yeah. All right. So that's not going to be us in 2026. Mm-mm. Now that you've got the knowledge, now that you've grown, now that you've gotten in position, it's time to execute. Mm-hmm. Right? It's time to apply everything that you've learned in 2025 for the promises that God has for you in 2026. All right? Yeah. So listen, James chapter 1, verse 22 says, be doers of the word, not hearers only. Mm-hmm. All right? Mm-hmm. So many of our people, we go to church, we listen to the word, but we never take any action. Right? So everybody who's tuning into the Abundant Way Ministries, we're charging you today in 2026. It's all about execution. We need for you to take action. All right. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, execution requires faith-fueled action, not perfect conditions. Oh my gosh. Oh, you get on me all the time about this one. Listen, go ahead.
Oh, it's not the time. It's not, wait, I'm not ready. Mm-hmm. Wait, I wasn't supposed to do it now. I was supposed to do it then. I'm gonna pass the time. So now I can't do it because I didn't do it when I said I was going. Our timing is not God's time. Mm-hmm. Okay. He's got you preparing for stuff in a way so when he gives you the room mm-hmm. or gives you the green light to execute it, he don't want you to fail. Right. So even though you haven't done it in the time, even though it's like it's not the perfect time, I'm going through this, my health is not right, my money not right. That's the main thing, Mom. I ain't got the money. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Who said you had to have the money? Right. God told you to do something, and he gave you the tools, he gave you the knowledge, he gave you the wisdom, he gave you everything you need to execute on what he told you to do. Mm-hmm. He didn't tell you to do it in fear. Mm-hmm. He didn't tell you to wait mm-hmm. until, it gets warm outside mm-hmm, mm-hmm. to exercise. Right. Talk to myself. He didn't tell you to do that. He told you to do it. So again, our time is not God's time. Right. If he gives you an assignment, you got to complete it no matter what. You just got to have the faith to know that God said he wants me to do this. He has my back. I'm going to do it. Right. And somebody out there might be like me. I'm a perfectionist. Mm-hmm. I try to wait until everything is lined up and in order and perfect. Mm-hmm. But listen, in 2026, God is saying, do not wait for the perfect time to start. There is no such thing as the perfect time. Mm-hmm. Watch this. I believe it was Martin Luther King who said, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Just take the first step, right? Mm-hmm. Oftentimes, God calls us and he doesn't show us the whole picture, because if he did, you probably wouldn't accept the call. Yep. Faith means that you heard his voice and you answered the call and you started taking the steps, not knowing everything that you're going to experience. Mm-hmm. There will be ups and there will be downs, but you have to keep taking the steps by faith, trusting that God has got your back, your front, your left, your right, your up, and your down. Right. That's what we call faith in action, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. I remember once my daughter, Aisha, was going to India, and none of us had ever traveled outside of the country before. Mm-hmm. And I asked her, I said, aren't you afraid? She said, sure, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it afraid. Right. And that's what we call faith. It's like, being honest, there will be times where you are uncomfortable or you have fear, but it doesn't mean that you should let that fear paralyze you to where you never make a move. Right. Because you never know what you're missing out on, mm-hmm. because you let fear stop you in your tracks, mm-hmm. right? He said, listen right here, it says, waiting for the perfect time is often disguised in fear, but watch this, courage is moving forward in the face of fear, mm-hmm. right? And that's what real faith is. Yeah.
you know how they say faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You will not be able to see everything that God has in store for you, but you have to start moving anyway. 2026 is all about moving forward. You've heard the scripture, the steps of a good man or a good woman are ordered by the Lord. Now that order is twofold. It means, yes, he's ordered it, he commanded it, right? But he also ordered it. He put those steps in order, right? So he knows the order, right? You just have to keep it moving. And you want, as long as you keep it moving, you give God something to work with. Right. If you stand still, you don't even give him an opportunity to redirect you if you're going in the wrong direction. You could be going in the wrong direction, but as long as you're moving, he can say, okay, child, go over this way a little bit. Wait a minute, go back over this way a little bit. But if you standing still, if you are standing still, you give God nothing to work with. All right. So get up, get your clothes on, put your shoes on, and start stepping. Get the stepping. Get the stepping. As Martin Lawrence would say, get the stepping. All right. So what's the key takeaway there?
The next season belongs to those who act while trusting God to direct the outcome. That's all it is. It's so simple.
It is.
It really is simple. We make it harder because we want to overthink it, and God can just give you a simple assignment, and it would take us months to do that simple assignment because we got to overthink it, and we got to think about this, and wait a minute, I got to write this down, and wait, I got to build this over here, wait, I got to hold on, I got to call this person to talk, and then you doing what? It's 3 months and you did what?
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. And then just going back, we missed this scripture, Ecclesiastes 11:4. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. How many of y'all out there are, again, waiting for the perfect season, waiting for all the stars to line up? I'm not going to plant because the weather ain't right. I got Mama D in the room. Mama D got me planting. This is my third year planting gardens, ain't it? But guess what? If I sat out there and tried to do the forecast every year, I probably would never plant anything. And that's what Ecclesiastes is saying. Whoever sits there and watches the wind will never plant anything. So, yes, there are going to be obstacles out there. We know that to be true, but you cannot let that stop you from planting your seeds, right? There's going to be some good days and some bad days. There's going to be some sunshine and some rain. Watch this, but you need both in order to produce fruit, right? So don't sit there and wait for the perfect weather conditions before you start planting, right? Get out there and start planting your seeds now, right? All right, we're down to the last one. Ready? I told you we weren't going to be long. Execution is how visions become legacy. So listen, that's one other thing that we talked about a lot in 2025. We talked about generational wealth building and leaving a legacy, right? And we encourage people, especially the younger people, to start thinking about how would you like to be remembered when you're dead and gone, right? What are you leaving behind? Like, are you leaving a legacy behind? Are you leaving something for your children and your children's children to stand on and carry forward? That's what we call legacy. And when we talk about generational wealth, it's not all about money. It's about what you leave behind. I'm talking about your principles, your values, your morals, the traditions of your family. Are you leaving those things? Are you instilling those things in the next generation so that your family can keep thriving while we're dead and gone, right? So we're talking about your execution. The execution of your vision actually becomes your legacy. That's another reason why it's detrimental that you do not sit still in 2026. We've had some health scares in our family, which is a wake-up call to let all of us know that tomorrow is not promised for any one of us, right? And so you got to, as the Bible said, work while it's day, because nighttime cometh when no man can work. None of us know the day nor the hour, right? And so if we are talking about building generational wealth, we've got to get started today, right? All right. Execution is how vision becomes legacy. We've got to start executing it in 2026. All the stuff that we've been preparing for in 2025, we got to execute it in 2026, or else we will not leave a legacy. All right. So preparation shapes the vision, right? Execution builds the results, right? So this is the season. This is the season coming up. 2026 is the season to do what?
Launch what you plan.
Launch what you plan. All right. So we did some planning in 2023. In 2024, we planned.
Yeah.
Right? We still planning. Yeah, you're going to keep planning for the next thing. Right? Right? And then what else?
Build what you envision.
Okay. All right.
Apply what you learn.
And
then walk in what God promised.
Okay. I want to go back to that build what you envision. There was a movie, and I think it was about the beginning of baseball, the game baseball. And there was a statement that said, if you build it, they will come. So somebody has a vision and you're afraid, or you're contemplating, you're going back and forth thinking nobody will like it, or it won't be successful. But God is saying to somebody right now, if you build it, they will come. Whatever it is that you have in your mind, don't worry about what people might do or how they might receive it. If God planted that vision in your mind, build it, and he'll take care of the rest. That's how Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto you. In other words, the only thing you have to do is lift his name up, and he's going to do the rest. I'm speaking to all of you pastors and preachers out there now. Those of you who want to have thriving ministries, big churches and thriving ministries, but are not actually preaching and teaching the word of Christ. And that's another thing that we started off. In fact, we took the whole year of 2024 and we just talked about Jesus as the way. Listen, if I be lifted up, he said, I will do the drawing. You don't have to worry about trying to fill your seats, putting butts in the seats. Just keep on lifting up the name of Jesus and he will do all the drawing, right? And the same is true with you building your legacy. If you lift up the vision that he put in your spirit, watch this, he's going to do all the drawing. He's going to bring the people, right? He's going to bring everything else together. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like how we do on the holidays. You know what we do? Wherever we decide to celebrate a particular holiday, whether it be Christmas or Thanksgiving, once you start cooking that food, all the people come. Right. But if nobody ever started cooking the food, everybody coming. Right? Right. And guess what? That food costs money. So somebody has to take the initiative and start, and say, listen, here's the menu that I have in my mind. I may not even have all the money to go and get all of the ingredients, but listen, if you would bring this and you would bring this and you would bring this, then we'll have a meal. And now everybody's contributing to the vision, right? This is what I want to share with you guys for 2026. And when we talk about executing the vision, do not try to do it all yourself. You don't have to try to do everything yourself, right? All you have to do is cast the vision, right? That's why Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain so that he may run who readeth it, right? So just like you might start calling your sisters, your daughters, your cousins, and say, listen, I'm planning this big Thanksgiving meal. If you would bring, if you would do the macaroni and cheese, and you would do the dressing, and you would do the green bean casserole.
Which we tried for the first time.
Right. And Mama D, you do the chili.
Not chili.
And watch what happens.
Yeah.
You've cast the vision. You made it plain. You didn't make it complicated. But because you cast the vision, then we were able to have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Right? The same is true with your generational wealth. Write the vision. Cast it so that everybody can understand it clearly and simple and easy. Watch this, and let everybody contribute, because here's the thing that I've come to understand about wealth, monetary wealth, money wealth. When people don't participate in the wealth building process, they don't respect the end result. Right. And so then you got kids who will just blow through the money. Mess the money up, use it on drugs, spend it on whatever, because they never had the opportunity to roll up them sleeves and participate in that. When we talk about building generational wealth and legacy, it is all inclusive of everybody who's going to partake of it. All right. And that's the one thing that I want us to change in terms of the way we think. Hey, Robin, we got somebody on the call. We got to stop thinking solo. That we have to do everything by ourselves. When it comes to generational wealth building, please understand, include your whole family, right? Include everybody. Let everybody play a part, have a role in it, right? So that everybody will respect the vision at the end of the day. Okay. Otherwise, it won't continue. I guarantee you, 2 generations from now, everything that you built will be dead and gone if we don't include everybody. And that means teaching them and training them and telling them the history of your family and your traditions and how everything all came together. Include them. Right? That's part of execution. Applying what you learned. Everything that we taught about managing your finances, investing. We talked about investing. We talked about budgeting. We talked about entrepreneurship. Everything that we taught in 2025, 2026 is going to be the time to apply what you learned. And then the last one was walk in what God promised. Again, a good man or a good woman's steps are ordered by the Lord. You got to have the confidence and the faith to walk in it, because you will not see the whole path, but you got to trust God enough to keep taking those steps. Little by little, he will reveal to you the direction that he wants you to go. And listen, don't be afraid to change direction when he says change. So you got to have your spiritual ears open to know when it's time to turn left and when it's time to turn right. Right?
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's the pie.
That's it. That's it. So listen, the key takeaway, what you execute in 2026 can change not just your life, but generations after you. And that's what we've been teaching all along. The Abundant Way Ministries is about building generational wealth and understanding that wealth is not all about money, but it's about your legacy, right? And so now it's time to start executing on that legacy, making good of the promises of God in your life, in your family's life, in your community's life, right? And I'm going to leave you with the closing word.
Closing word. 2025 prepared us. 2026 requires us.
That's deep.
That is deep.
You are going to be required. There's something going to be required of you. There's something required of you in 2026. No longer will you be able to sit back and just watch us online. No longer will you be able to just sit back and watch church online. There's going to be something required of you in 2026.
It's time to move from potential to performance.
All of you have potential. All of you, everyone who's listening and can hear us, who's listening to the sound of our voice, you have potential. If you're breathing, you have potential. If you have activity of your limbs, you have potential. If you're in your right mind, you have potential. You have potential even if you're not in your right mind. I know some crazy people who are very successful.
Don't say it.
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't even gonna talk about the orange man.
Don't. Not him. Now, we want to end this on a positive note.
Yeah. There are some people who don't seem to be wrapped too tight, but have become very successful. Watch this. Because of the potential. There's potential in everybody, right? And so I'm trusting and believing in God that you're going to take your potential and you're going to turn it into prosperity. Remember, we talked about turning your pain into purpose. And your purpose into prosperity. Right? And that's what's going to happen for every one of you out there in 2026. You've gone through some stuff in 2025, but you're going to take that pain and turn it into purpose. And then you're going to turn your purpose into prosperity. Right?
All the while giving God praise.
Right. And that's our word, moving from preparation to execution, 2026.
Yes. So, Robin, I know you just came on, but we started early because we have to get out of here. So just go back and watch the recording. But we just want to wish everybody a very safe and happy New Year's Eve. And listen, I don't know how much more we can say it. 2026 is about to be off the chain. I know it. I mean, Holy Spirit told me that this 2026 was the year of manifestation, execution. Any and everything that you have prayed to God for in 2025, even if you prayed it in 2024, it is going to manifest this year. But you got to stay focused. You got to stay faithful. You got to stay prayerful, and you got to move.
Until we see you next year.
Next year.
We love you and good night.
Good night.